welcome. And thanks for joining us today, Lady Macbeth. It's particularly because I know that you've got a lot on family-wise at the moment, so I'm really grateful for Lady Macbeth joining us, everybody.
Anytime. As you know, I crave power, and I am superior.
Absolutely, yes. I don't doubt it for a moment. I'd quite like to ask you just a few questions, actually, just a little bit about yourself. So, a lot of people, a lot of viewers are quite intrigued as to this sort of very harsh outer exterior that you appear to have. It's quite different from many of the other women that are around in society today. And it's just if you could tell us a little bit where this comes from.
In fact, perhaps it's to do with the fact that I was abandoned at birth.
Oh.
Thing is, you can't always be too full of the milk of human kindness, because as we know, it's a man that gets to the top. It's the masculine traits. It's the masculine traits that get the crown, that get the goose.
Right. This does explain actually quite a lot about you, this kind of, needing to perhaps be masculine. She's quite honest, which is great. So perhaps you wouldn't mind answering the question. There were some rumours that there was some mental illness in your childhood. There was a story about a cat and a dagger. And you sleepwalked sometimes? Could you explain?
A cat? I'd rather not talk about that. It always triggers feelings of shame and guilt. We don't talk about cats. We don't talk about daggers.
So the doctors have said that you're fine now?
Of course.
As long as the shame and the guilt thing isn't triggered?
Obviously.
Okay. What first attracted you to your husband, Macbeth?
Oh, Macbeth. It was his red beard.
Oh.
Definitely the red beard.
Yeah, I mean...
As you can see, I feel much more animated talking about Macbeth.
Yeah. Well, I feel... Oh, right.
My hero.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit too soft at times. Needs me. Really needs me. Needs me to talk into his ear.
Really?
A lot.
Really? That's unusual.
Yes.
Very unusual. And he listens to you, does he?
Oh, he must.
Right. Okay. And nothing about... I mean, I know you said you liked his ginger beard. Nothing about his sort of, very close relationship with the King of Scotland at all?
Oh, you mean King Duncan? Well, I come from quite a line of aristocracy, so it's very important that it stays in the blood. But it also means that Duncan's blood is not Macbeth's blood, and to be quite honest, Macbeth would make a great king.
I'm sure.
But it's kind of good to rub shoulders with Duncan, of course, and always make him welcome.
Absolutely. Again, you mentioned greatness quite a lot, and power and sovereignty and those kind of things. These do seem like very important things to you. Is your husband as interested in these things as you?
As I say, Macbeth is a very handsome man, has a beautiful red beard. The trouble with Macbeth, of course, is that he's a bit lily-livered. Sometimes I have to coax him. I have to push him just that little bit, because I can see his greatness. I can see it, and it's very important. It's very important to me, because greatness is very important.
Right.
It's really important that there is power and majesty and the crown.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us today, Lady Macbeth. I mean, we're grateful. The viewers are really grateful. I do wish you well. I feel as though you you know, as I said at the beginning, you've got a lot going on at the moment.
Oh, can we stop down the road there? Can we buy daggers at that shop?